Now they put Grady away for life.
Well, I had lots of help, especially from you.
Me?
Yes, you and your daughter. She sure showed me a lot in that Fort Henderson Square dance number. She was great.
Better than great.
Aha! Finally, to hear you say it. You had me as flim-flammed as everybody else, until I saw how really good she was and turned to see the pride in your face. Carmen, you are the stage mother of all time. You married Sid Bernstein, put up with all his affairs and shady deals just to get your daughter on the Broadway stage. But so as no one would accuse her of getting there on your coattails, you always belittle her talent in public, even if she hates you for it.
You can't let her know. I want her to think she got it all on her own.
You are amazing.
But how did knowing that help you catch Grady?
Oh, it didn't. I just explained why you killed your husband.
What? Grady killed my husband.
No, Grady killed Jessica and Johnny and tried to kill you because you wanted the show closed. But that's exactly what your husband was going to do.
Well, then he was killed by someone he was blackmailing.
If he was, I think they would have taken this little black book with them. He must have told you he was closing the show.
He didn't tell me he was closing the show.
He told Oscar. Why wouldn't he tell you? You were his partner.
Because the partnership was over. He had himself a conniving little ingenue at Sutton Place, and I was out in the street.
So he didn't need you.
He didn't need anybody. Grady promised him rave reviews for his next 3 shows if he shut this one down now.
So he did tell you he was closing the show.
No!
And how would you know the terms of an agreement he made with Grady minutes before he died if you weren't the last person to see him alive?
He laughed at me. No more shows. No more dreams. After all I had to take from him, he laughed at me. And Elaine. Like we were nothing.
And?
And I killed him.
Of course you did.
So, what happens to me now, Lieutenant?
On impulse, you lashed out at your unfaithful blackmailing husband when he told you your daughter wouldn't get the star turn for which you'd worked your life for. A decent lawyer might get you a couple of years off on a reduced sentence. A great lawyer might get you an all-expenses-paid beach to sunny San Diego, but you'll have to stand trial.
I know.
Why don't we build up your daughter's plot a bit more, add a song or two for Nikki, and maybe I don't solve your part of this mystery until after the show opens on Broadway.
You would do that for me? Oh, Frank, you give me that, and I'll let you walk me out of the cast party straight into police headquarters.
I'll have you watch day and night until then.
I understand. But if the show goes to New York, what about you and Nikki?
There's always a spot in the NYPD for a Boston police lieutenant who doesn't mind a cut in rank and pay.
You know what, Chaffee? I think you're one of us. There's a special kind of people known as show people.
We live in a world of our dreams. Sometimes we're not too certain what's false and what's real, but we're seldom in doubt about what we feel.
Lieutenant, your experience with assault and battery. I think Bobby may need some first aid. He's a bit wobbly on his feet after getting hit in the head by Grady.
Let me take a look at him.
We've only hours until the curtain rises, and I'm afraid he may not rise to the occasion.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. The cry of places everyone is like smelling salts to any trooper. The sound of the orchestra playing its overture will be pure adrenaline. His aches will be bathed in the warmth of a spotlight, and his spirits will be lifted by an adoring throng whose applause will sustain him through the very last scene of Robin Hood.